easement's clear then?
The easement's clear.
Yeah, all right,
We're not even really grading within the easement.
okay. Okay, so if the rear, if they have that easement, their 75-foot easement, then you have, what is that? What's the,
37.5 foot.
is that what it is?
75.
Yeah, okay. All right, I guess that's,
Again, these lots are,
that is pretty clear.
these lots
So-
are upwards of almost 200 feet deep.
See, I don't wanna get into where, you know, like, people go and put a shed in the backyard and then they put it right up against the lot line. Well, if that 75-foot buffer is back there, I'm sorry, not buffer, I meant, the easement is back there, should there be a setback from that buffer line to a shed? So somebody, I'm getting is, so someone doesn't just go put a shed right on the, you know, the setback, on the buffer line.
The easement is not to be disturbed.
Right.
The shed, I think after that, I mean, you can't put a structure in the easement. Once you're out of the easement, I think we would fall under the zoning of this area. Wherever
So,
sheds
so,
are
okay,
allowed.
so then, all right. So then we, okay, that's making more sense. If it's, what is it, 37 and a half, what would you say? How many feet?
Well, it's really not centered on the property line.
No, it's not.
If you look at it
It's like it's
closely.
50 one way, 25 the other.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, is it your intent to have it centered?
No.
The easement is centered on this?
Easement is where the easement is, just for class.
Yeah. All right, I guess there's nothing we.
You know, we've been in constant contact with RG&E. After your
Yeah.
preliminary approval, they followed up with us. They'd written a letter, I'd be glad to read it, that explains their whole process. But to summarize, they're basically looking for your approval for them to review it further.
Okay, so then.
And they're very, very happy with what happened in the past where you reached out for their comment.
Yeah, he sent me a letter to that, too, from Virginia.
Actually, the note regarding the easement reads that it's a 60-foot wide easement. I'm not quite sure now what that 75 feet is, it's next to the road.
Yeah, I didn't say the 75 feet. I'm not sure where you're looking.
On the left side.
To the left side, the note, it says approximate location of 60-foot wide easement to Rochester Gas and Electric, and just to the left of that is a 75 point something or other dimension.
So,
That's the dimension of this open space right here. So that's that lot dimension.
Okay.
all right, how about if we just leave it that it's, any shed or structure needs to be 50 feet from the rear lot line? That would be your easement, if there's 30 feet of that as part of the easement for RG&E, that means they gotta be 20 feet away. That's what the standard setback is for anything going in anyways, so it's not asking for any more.
Again, these are very deep lots, so we don't have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so you got plenty of room, it's not like you're crowding, okay? That work with you, Tim?
Yeah.
All right, okay, we got an idea.
I'll just caution the board that that's good for phase one, but for the interior, like phase two, phase three, and the future phases, that won't hold any water. Because there's much less room between the potential rear location of any townhouse to the rear property.
If I could, I think we would qualify that to be for those lots
Okay.
that are adjacent to the power lines.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be the way to word it. It'd be 50-foot setback from the rear property line for the lots abutting the RG&E easement. Make sense? All right?
Is there any way to identify which lots
Well,
here?
it's all these, right? It's all of them, actually, all these.
That are on,
the
that
black
are
line. These-
salt?
No, the interior one, all these
Oh, I
right
see.
here, this block right here. See, here's the easement through here.
Can't we, I just don't want there to be confusion, can we clarify?
That should clarify it, they got deep lots, and there's already an easement that they can't do anything in.
All right, I get
But
that.
just so that somebody doesn't have a thing going, setting a shed right on the edge of that easement, they just have to be 50 feet from their property line, same as any other development.
Looks like it does correspond to lots 135 through 166.
Yep,
Yeah. 135,
through 166.
yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
So you're,
Lots of budding, the easement, basically, that's the ones. That's
Okay.
the ones.
so that's the one you're saying,
Yes.
50-foot setback.
Any shed has to be 50 foot, same as it would be in R3 zone or anything. All right, other than that, I don't know what else there is. Anybody have any concerns or issues? Dave, John, Dave? I still one day like to see a stop sign on that intersection. I've mentioned that 100 times. They got one on Basket Road, and there's no traffic. Basket and Schlegel, they come over here, this is like a racetrack going down through, and there's no stop sign. So that's not you guys, the county, I guess they're the ones that have to say okay to it, so.
And the one going in phase 2.
Stormwater areas, none of them are in double lots, they're all on the parkland areas and
That's
so on.
correct.
Okay. All right. Anybody, Dave,
What's that?
Eric, what do you think?
What's that?
That's it then. You know what, it's not a public hearing, but if there's any neighbors that were in the area, you know, and wanted something to say, it's a pretty good sized project, feel like speaking, you're more than welcome to come up and say something. No concern, any concerns or
No,
anything?
we live on Schlegel, across the street from where everything's going.
Uh-huh.
We're the last house on the left before Salt.
Okay,
But our neighbors were more concerned about saving the sycamore trees that are all along the edge of the road on Schlegel. They're kind of old, but they're really nice, you know. But we're right on the golf course, one of the Webster West
Okay,
golf
very
course,
nice.
and the creek is right, you know,
yes.
just down from our property down there, so, but we're right across the street from North Lebanon. And our neighbor couldn't be here tonight, so she.
Well, I suppose if it's in that open space area, if those are along the road, probably.
Just in response, we're not doing any grading, we're
Yeah, I
not
was
doing
gonna
any
say,
clearing.
that's probably gonna be
So
safe.
trees are going to remain, unless they were, not healthy.
Yeah.
Well, what Mr. Malta was saying as well about all the traffic.
Yeah, that's all right, it's just conversation, it's not part of the public hearing. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna make a comment about, that one road, taking everybody out of there for construction and everything, right? That's going right on Schlegel. All the,
For
yeah.
phase one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Anyone else? Anything? Nothing? Okay, you guys are all okay with this?
Yep.
All right, stage one. Ended up being a nice project, I like this duplex is a whole lot better than the fourplex unit. I think these will work real well. We have them now off of Holt Road and they just went like this, you know? I think it's a heck of a way to do it. All right. So we don't need to do any secret on it, we need to make a motion for the approval. Does anyone want to make a motion for final, or? I'll make one here, a couple of things, I got a couple of notes and stuff, let me just get this stuff on here. Make a motion for the approval of the Bellaterra subdivision, section 1, which is at the southwest corner of Schlegel and Salt Road. And that motion would be subject to the 150-foot buffer along Schlegel Road and along Salt Road be without any development, any sheds or any type of development in those areas. And lots number, were they lot 130, was that 135?
35.
135 to 166, with all inclusive, with the RG&E easement running through a 60-foot easement going through that. Any sheds must be a minimum of 50 feet from the rear property line in those areas, in those lots. That's it. And, let's see, this is subject to the PRC comments. This will also be subject to Parks and Recreation fees, which are determined by the town board. Subject to all preliminary approvals, subject to all applicable governmental fees, and subject to Department of Public Works approvals for engineering. The conditions of preliminary and final approval are depicted on the cover of the final design plans. And letter of credit to the town. For the proposed project shall include the fee for the engineer's final inspection, certification inspection of the site, which is all stormwater, all stormwater facilities to be installed prior to the development, which you do anyways. Downspouts, you putting downspouts on these or no?
Yes, I believe we have storm laterals. On page 2, the utility plan, we show storm laterals for all units.
Okay. All right, so downspouts to be connected to storm sewer system and subject to the final approved minutes. And significant construction to commence in 1 year, which would be what, April 16th, 2020.
There's no further subdivision.
Oh, yeah, no further subdivision, that's right, we have one.
Lots
No further
116,
subdivision of lots 116 and 117.
Also, make it clear that section 2, no matter where it is, includes
Okay, so prior to,
road to salt. road.
okay, any future development must include the road going out from section 1, well, no, must include road exiting onto Salt Road, okay? That be whatever development, phase 2 or whatever it's connected. All right, I guess that's it. Okay, need a motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Kashani,
Aye.
Mr. Arena,
Aye.
Mr. Malta,
Aye.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Mr. Kurzel,
Alright,
Mr. Mixel.
Aye. Thank
Well
you
said.
very much.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay.
Kitty Academy addition and renovation located at 369 Phillips Road, Atkins, Dave Schuman, requesting preliminary final site plan approval, public hearing to construct a 2,663 square foot of additional building area to accommodate future classrooms, other daycare facilities with additional parking spaces for the 2.3 acre facility, located in the R-3 single family district under Dakota Town of Webster.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is John Sherbaba with Lantec. Kind of pinch hitting for Ed Martin this evening, who's out of town. With me this evening is Rick Kamala from Navalis Construction. Can answer any questions, particularly regarding siding and roofing materials that we have here. Also, Dave and Marissa Schuman are the owners and operators of the facility. They own both the business and the building. And they can answer any questions I can address as well. This evening, we're talking about this Kitty Academy, which is situated on a 2.3 acre parcel of land, zone R3. This business has been here for numerous years, it's operated successfully, and due to the success of the business, they felt the need to expand. So we're proposing an addition, approximately 2,600 square foot addition to the western side of the building. At the completion of this renovation and addition, we'll have room for 10 classrooms to accommodate about 105 students on the site. The addition and the proposed parking all meet zoning requirements for the town and the R3 district. We are proposing some additional spots along the north property line. So at the completion of this project, we'll have 32 parking spots, 2 of which are handicapped. And we're also changing the front, the main door of this project. The main door will be on the north side of the building in the new addition. So students and parents are going to be directed to that location to drop off their kids. That's why the parking is in that location as well. There also is bus traffic that's going to continue in the same direction coming in off of Phillips Road around that loop, dropping off kids, and there's an existing door that the kids will use as well to access the school. So the site is relatively flat and kind of poorly drained, so there's a lot of water's trying to drain from west to east into Phillips Road, and that's what it does. We're not proposing any additional catch basins. What we are proposing is a perimeter drain around the new parking lot, around the west edge of the parking lot and the north edge of the parking lot. This will allow us to take water and get it to the right-of-way, to the county right-of-way. It's really, we don't have the depth to put any structures in, so it is going to be continually sheet flow, and we do have some spots that we're allocating in that area near the northeast corner of the parking lot for snow storage at times. We also have, there are kids at this facility, so if you've been out to the site already, you'll see that there's an existing gate that runs between the existing building and the barn. That barn is used for students and will continue to be used for students, and we're going to relocate that gate to run from the existing barn to the new addition, so you can keep separation between cars and kids and allow them to use the grass and recreational areas on the west side of the property. We also propose on screening this site. We have a lot of depth. We're over 300 feet to the property further to the west, but our concerns are the neighbors north and south of this site. So the neighbors to the south, we're proposing to remove the chain link fence and install a board-on-board fence along our south property line to help screen the building. But there is no change in that side of the building per se. There's very minimal change, so they're used to it. We're hoping to improve it. Along the north side, we are increasing traffic influences with the new parking spots that are proposed along our north property line. So the owners have talked to the people to the north, and they want to provide them some additional trees within their own property, and we agreed to do that. And we also propose a board-on-board fence along that as well. That's kind of a very quick overview of the site. The building itself, due to our printer, the colors aren't as representative as we hoped, but we do have samples that Rick can bring up and show you. But one of the main goals that we're doing, not only for the expansion of this building to accommodate the success of the business, is there was this historic alley that was created. This building is a series of additions and additions, and if you look, I'll go back to my board. In this area, there's kind of an alley between roof lines that collected snow and water. It was no use, and the roof lines were really hard thing to deal with. So this building is going to be, a whole new hip roof will be installed to accommodate that and remedy that situation. So there is a brick element. Rick, do you want to come up and explain this? I can. So, yeah, why don't you come on up?
Rick Mello with Navalis Construction. So we have existing brick on the building now.
Can you take the microphone with you, please?
Oh. There's existing brick on the building now. So it goes all the way around the building. So all we're doing for the addition starts here, comes down. We'll just continue that to match. And what we're also gonna do is, this orangey color is incorrect. It's gonna be this color, which is nicer.
Yeah.
And so, there's existing siding right now, we're gonna take off and replace it with an ephes finish.
Sounds good.
Yep.
It's a major improvement over what you had when you first came in.
Yeah.
When you were mad at us that night when you weren't out, but. Yeah, she even nods and agrees.
And of course, we'll remove,
Maybe, that looks like me.
and we'll put new shingle roof on the new roof structure as
Yeah,
well.
no, I think you did a nice job. The building, yes, the building is nice, the architectural, the layout, the elevations and stuff, but what's nice is the way you arrange the parking. And I like the idea, the fence, a good idea having that, because if there's kids crossing in the back, they're inside the playground area, just to get out traffic. The location of the building, that's what we were talking about when you were in. We asked, if you just carry it back. The room is back there. I think you've done a great job with it. Only issue, I guess, would be, and it's in the PRC minutes, it was in the last time too, is traffic from, cars parking there for events. How often does that happen where they're parked on Phillips Road? Why don't you just come up to the microphone, you can just give a brief. You probably know the best.
Yep.
Good evening. Normally the events that we do is once a year we do a big event that is usually on a Saturday for all families in Webster that want to attend. Is open to the public. Other than that, we do a once a month activity for different groups of parents, and it's usually targeted to a specific age. Like in 2 weeks we will have the infant event of this month, and that is targeted for my 2 infant room, which if every parent was to attend, that would be 15. And that happened after dismissal, that means after we close.
So most of the employees are gone then, and then there's room to park in there for people,
The
parents.
monthly night activities, just because my employees are not there, I run those activities myself with maybe 1 or 2 employees only. And usually maybe half of the parents show from the kids enroll on that particular room. So that would be plenty. Once a year, we do our read aloud that is open to Webster, and that happened on a Saturday. And again, I run that with around 4 other employees and myself. So it's happened on a Saturday.
So the parking on the road isn't every week thing,
Never happened.
yeah.
And the people that live across the street can see that. If anything, they use my parking lot on the weekends when they have family events.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Is there anyone, this is a public hearing, so if there is anyone wishing to speak either for this project or any questions on it? Not seeing any? Yes, sir. Go ahead, go to the microphone, just give us your name.
My name is Pan Dilieski.
Well, if you use the microphone, though.
Can I speak from
No,
here?
you have to use the microphone, because
Okay.
otherwise it doesn't pick it up on the.
Good evening. I live across the street from these people,
Could you give
I
us
don't
your
think
name,
it's appropriate.
could you give us your name and address, please?
1300 Robinwood Lane.
1300, give us your name again.
1300 Robinwood Lane.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Pendy Ilievsky. Pendy.
Okay.
Call me Panda Bear.
Okay.
This place, I live from 1980.
Uh-huh,
It was 4 or 5 time bankruptcy place.
uh-huh,
And nobody is successful.
uh-huh.
I hope, these people are gonna be happy, but it's not gonna go too far. I don't know why you're wasting their money. Number 2, the kids in the back, too much screaming, yelling all the time. The kids watching kids. I tell them a lot of time, please stop. I'm retired. I pay like everybody else taxes. And I've been complaining over here 20 times, nobody pay attention. My opinion, you people, you should come over there and talk to each individual house people, what kind of opinion they're gonna give you.
Well, let me clarify something. We shouldn't have to go to them. This was put in the paper like 2 weeks.
I don't know that it's here.
Well, no, it's published in the paper, it's on online and the internet, and it's well noticed that there is a hearing for this. And that's why, we like, if there's anybody complaining, we give them the opportunity. And if you've got some issues, we understand, but,
Yeah.
they would be here.
Okay.
So, we don't go to their house and knock on their door and see if they're happy or not.
Now, you got maybe 20, 30 kids, all this screaming, yelling, and I'm retired, I cannot enjoy staying on back my yard. I tell them, quiet, please take it easy. 1 second, there you go again, like zoo. Why have to pay $70,000 taxes and live like this my life? I don't enjoy myself.
Now,
Another thing, they say pour water over there, the drainage.
Yeah.
It's very poor drainage. Very, very poor. Needed, big improvement. I used to fight here in town of Webster. When it was Mr. Ken, if you remember, you guys somewhere if you worked at the time. Very poor, in our back, no drainage, no nothing. When you build this place, whatever they're thinking, where are they gonna go water? In our yard. It's very, very poor drainage. Please, look at over there. Now, when you bring so many 20, 30 kids, when you bring 30, 40 more, what do you think is gonna be over there? Anybody wanna live in my house like this? I don't think so.
well, one good thing is where they're putting the addition for more children to be is farther away from you. If you're across the street, it's even back further.
No, I'm right behind.
Oh, you're behind?
Yeah, I'm each other right there, You can see it, 1,300 Avenue Lane.
Okay, so you're in the back, okay.
But the people used to have, 2 lots over their property, 34 and 35 lot. They sold it, why they sold it, they don't use it to build something over there. Now you're going back over there because he makes some money, he can expand it. They sold it a couple years ago. So,
Are there trees way in the back there along the property line?
Yes.
So it's pretty dense, isn't it?
The tree line,
it's all my tree, all of them. Blue spruce, I got 12.
I'd say at least 100 feet of trees, Mr. Chairman.
Between,
This west property line.
yeah, their back property line going forward, going
Yeah.
east. Okay.
Yeah, it's all my trees, yes. That's all I can say.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
appreciate your comments. It's, we're looking at it in
I
terms
promise
of,
because, property value is gonna go down too, when you see like this,
oh, I wouldn't
building.
say one way or the other, but I don't think it's gonna hurt the property value. It's been there for how many years now? I remember when this came in years ago. When was it, Dan, when it first came in?
70s.
Yeah, and, personally, I don't know of any, unless you've gotten complaints in the town from different people, I've not heard of any concerns, but again, this was published, if anybody had concerns, this was their time to be here.
Yes.
This is,
Well,
I think it's a decent project for the site, it's a well-needed project in the area, it eliminates traffic on the roads, people driving all over town, put their kids in a nursing care. So it is an asset to the community.
and I'm sure the kids aren't out there screaming 24/7. I live very close to Schlegel Road School, and, in the afternoon, I go out and ride deck and listen to the kids all out in the school.
Yeah.
It's not a bother. If you live anywhere near a school, it's minimal.
Yeah.
especially time-wise. So during the winter, I'm sure there isn't any. So I don't see that as a major concern.
Yeah, I don't wanna belabor it, I mean, it's how many kids are out there at any given time or what, but I can't see this being a big issue with something that size with little kids. How about you fellas, anything? You guys are all good with it? Yeah, okay, then let's move. All right, is there anyone else have any comments or nothing? Okay.
Mr. Chairman, if I could clarify a couple things.
Sure.
I misspoke during my presentation. I said that we're going to propose a fence along our north property line. That's an existing fence. I want to clarify that.
The wood fence?
The wood fence is there.
Yeah, okay, the 4 foot
And the
high.
neighbor actually planted the trees already
Okay.
beyond that fence.
Okay.
And then as far as the drainage, as I mentioned, it is a flat area, but we only have 2/10 of an acre of disturbance, including the addition and the additional parking, which is well under the DEC threshold for permit, as you
Yes.
guys know. So I think we're trying to accomplish the best drainage pattern we can to improve the site. We're also tying our roof leaders into that pipe that I described, so hopefully that'll alleviate some. I don't know if it can help this issue because we're so far away, but I just wanted
There's
to give
quite a,
that.
quite a space in the back, and it's not touched area, it's all,
Yeah.
open, there's no, it's not impervious surface, it's all impervious surface, or not impervious surface. Okay,
Thank you.
I don't see any other issues with it, I don't know. Derek, you all say you okay with it?
The other thing I noticed on the drawing, that there's a note about a 6-foot high metal sign with a spotlight. If that's new, that's good. There isn't anything else.
For the sign, I didn't see.
It's just a note on the front page, it says 6-foot high metal sign. It
Okay,
says
so the sign, you have, is there a sign there now? Oh, the sign is existing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're leaving the same sign,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Okay. So this doesn't, any approval would include the sign, all right, well, we have to do a seeker on this, I guess, yeah. Want to do a seeker on that there?
Sure, this is essentially a building addition. So it falls into the criteria for the type 2 action. Resolution, Town of Webster Planning Board consider request by applicant David Schuman to construct a 2,663 square foot building addition and additional parking spaces to accommodate future classrooms and other daycare facilities located at 369 Phillips Road, having SBL number 050.03-2-23 and located in an R3 single family district. The planning board classifies the proposed action as a type 2 action under section 617.5C9 of the state environmental quality regulations, and therefore is not subject to further review.
I'll second.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Arena?
Aye.
Mr. Mixel?
Aye.
Mr. Postal?
Aye.
Mr. Malta?
Aye.
Mr. Buchanan?
All right, so I'll make a motion for preliminary approval.
Make a motion for preliminary approval for Kitty Academy addition and renovation located at 360 Phillips Road. Subject to PRC comments. I don't think there's a letter of credit necessary, is there?
Trees are in, fences and
Okay. All improvements shall be constructed according to the specification of the Town of Webster. All site work is being compliant with the standards of the Town of Webster. Preserve all mature trees on site if possible. Comply with all requirements of any state, county, or town agency. Address drainage, lighting, signage, landscaping, buffering, burning, snow storage. Approvals are subject to drawing number.
Project number 19014.
That's what I guess.
Yeah.
190.
Yeah. That's it? That's it. Okay, that's your motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Mr. Malta?
Aye.
Mr. Postal?
Aye.
Mr. Mixel?
Aye.
Mr. Anderson?
Aye.
Mr. Arena?
Aye.
Mr. Buchanan?
Okay. Final approval?
Okay,
Keep going, Dave?
yep. Final approval for Kitty Academy additional renovation, 369 Phillips Road, subject to project review committee comments, subject to preliminary approval conditions, subject to all applicable government fees, subject to the Department of Public Works approvals. Significant construction occurred within 1 year, is deemed by the planning board to expire on April 16, 2020. The conditions of preliminary and final approval are depicted on the cover page of the final design plans.
Number 8.
Engineer for the proposed project should provide a letter of certification that all proposed work was completed as per planning board resolution of final approval before a certificate of occupancy will be issued. Let's see. Subject to resolution of final approval minutes. Approvals are subject to drawing number, project number.
Oh, it's 19014. Okay, that's your motion?
That's it.
Okay, you have a motion, you second.
Second.
And a second.
Okay, Mr. Malta,
Aye.
Mr. Mixel,
Aye.
Mr. Kosel,
Aye.
Mr. Anderson,
Aye.
Mr. Arena,
Aye.
Mr. Kashani.
Right. Okay, you're all set, I guess.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
I think it's okay, I guess that's all we have for this evening. Thanks for coming in.
No, I thought there was another item on the agenda
Which one is that?
uh, for Patrick Fidelli. Are you building a pole barn on Crowley Drive?
My understanding that was withdrawn because I think what they did with that was to take that project and connect it to the house and make it an addition versus a pole barn separate from the, it's a separate building. Am I correct on?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Once it's connected to the house, it becomes just an
They
addition.
just need to connect it right to their house.
All right.
So in other words, just being house figures, however you want to word it.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A pole barn.
I'll apologize. What happened was at the zoning board, they went to the applicant who had gone, zoning board looked at it and suggested maybe they should be considering connecting it to make it part of the house instead of keeping it separate, looking for any variances or anything. And then when they did the variances, and they were in conformance with
Variances were granted for the rear setback and the side
the rear
setback,
side.
but not for its location relative to what was required for the front setback.
They got connected to the house side. Right.
So it will be part of the house.
Yes, part of the house,
Yes.
yeah, exactly. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Okay, I'm just curious.
Okay, sure.
Is there like a permit for that?
Oh, they absolutely have to get, he has to go through the town to get a permit, he'll have to submit a drawing of what he's proposing to do and everything. That'd be to the engineering department.
Okay. When would that like transpire?
Whenever he brings it, whenever he completes it, I don't know, have you brought anything in yet, then?
The zoning board conditioned their setback approvals that the structure be connected to the house. As of yet, I have not received any drawings showing that. Okay, but permit is definitely required.
Okay, so they haven't brought it in yet. Sure, there you go.
Once you call first,
What's that?
you should call first.
Yeah, that.
Call the building department first before making the trip.
Yeah, well, he's gonna talk.
Last
about-
week I talked to Catherine and apparently it was still on.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they made their decision over this past week, I guess.
Okay.
I'm just getting word from 5 minutes to 7. Sorry about that, though.
Okay, well.
Well, at least now you know it's connected.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, well, thank you very
Have
much.
a good night. Thanks for coming in and having a concern too, that helps.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's it, what do we got, any minutes to? Two seconds.
Make a motion to approve the amended minutes from the March 19th meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I would suggest though, to Catherine, just leave out those, you know, not audible and all that stuff, I don't think you should all that stuff. It makes it more confusing.